Ricky Gervais sparks debate with bold joke about Keir Starmer. Online reaction divides viewers. In a moment that has quickly stirred public debate, comedian Ricky Gervais delivered a sharp joke about Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer during a live stand-up show, prompting mixed reactions across social media and the wider political sphere. Known for his fearless, boundary-pushing comedy, Gervais once again proved that no public figure is off-limits during his recent performance in Manchester. While his set ranged from celebrity culture to modern social trends, it was his remark about Starmer that captured national attention and divided opinion. Midway through the evening, Gervais turned to the subject of politics and how, in his view, public figures increasingly play to online narratives rather than stand on clear principles. Without directly endorsing or attacking any political ideology, he used Starmer as an example to explore the way public leaders often appear overly cautious in today's charged cultural climate. Gervais, with his signature sarcastic tone, remarked, "Sometimes I can't tell if I'm watching a political leader or a PR chatbot. I mean, they're so worried about upsetting anyone, they end up saying nothing at all." Though the line didn't mention any specific phrase, its delivery combined with the timing and the crowd's stunned pause gave it weight. Audience members described a brief silence, followed by laughter that rippled through the room as people began to grasp the full intent of the satire. Shortly after the clip began circulating on social platforms, reactions were fast and polarizing. Some praised the moment, calling it a much-needed injection of authenticity into public discourse. Others, however, voiced concern that the comment contributed to a growing oversimplification of the challenges political figures face in modern public life. On Twitter, one user wrote, "Gervais isn't left or right. He just calls out hypocrisy wherever he sees it. And that joke. Brutal, but honest." Others disagreed. A Labour supporter responded, "It's easy for comedians to mock caution. But in real leadership, words matter. Starmer is navigating complex issues, not stand-up punchlines." This is far from the first time Gervais has landed in the middle of a political conversation. Throughout his career from The Office to his legendary Golden Globes monologues, he's been celebrated and criticized for refusing to tiptoe around sensitive subjects. What sets Gervais apart, however, is his consistent refusal to align with any political party or movement. His satire typically targets the absurdity he sees in both sides of the political divide, focusing less on personal attacks and more on broader societal trends. That neutral stance is part of what makes his humor land, though not always comfortably with audiences of all political leanings. The broader context of this moment speaks to something deeper than a single joke. As the UK inches toward a general election, tensions are high. The public is paying close attention to every word from politicians, journalists, and even entertainers. And in a time when cultural issues dominate political headlines, the role of satire has become even more significant. Comedians are increasingly seen not just as entertainers, but as unofficial commentators who reflect the thoughts and frustrations of everyday citizens. When someone like Gervais jokes about the cautious language of political leaders, it resonates because many voters feel the same way, that they're hearing carefully rehearsed lines instead of clear convictions. Still, it's important to view such moments as conversation starters rather than conclusions. A joke may highlight a frustration, but it doesn't tell the whole story of a politician's strategy or leadership. That's where thoughtful public dialogue comes in. Media experts suggest that Gervais' effectiveness lies in his ability to make people momentarily uncomfortable, to push audiences to examine assumptions they may have grown used to. But this power also comes with responsibility. While Gervais avoids outright endorsement or condemnation, the tone and timing of his jokes inevitably shape how political figures are perceived. One cultural analyst noted, "Comedy is a mirror. It reflects how people feel, but it can also distort. Gervais makes people laugh, but he also makes them think, which is why he's so impactful." Ultimately, Ricky Gervais' joke about Keir Starmer wasn't about ridicule, it was about realism. It drew attention to a style of political communication that many find increasingly common, polished, careful, and sometimes lacking in boldness. Whether you saw the joke as funny, unfair, or entirely appropriate, it opened the door to a broader conversation about leadership in the modern age. This wasn't just a viral moment, it was a reminder of the delicate balance between speaking carefully and connecting with the public. And as comedians, politicians, and citizens all navigate this shared space, one thing is certain: we need voices that challenge us to think, laugh, and reflect. What's your perspective on Ricky Gervais' latest moment? Did the joke hit the mark, or did it go too far? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fact-based political analysis. Stay informed, stay engaged.